Welcome to episode number 4 of this New Orleans Saints Madden 22 Fantasy Draft Franchise series. And today I'm obviously playing my New Orleans Saints Madden 22 Fantasy Draft Franchise. Obviously, because I just said it 15 seconds ago. It's episode number 4, like I just said as well. We're about to play the Saints Week 13 game against the COWBOYS at home. And it's on Thursday Night Football. Obviously, this is a Fantasy Draft franchise, and the reason how I ended up with the Saints. Well, I almost said an NHL team. I used the NFL team randomizer online, reran it once, and I was going to use the team that would be number 1, and the Saints were, so I went with the Saints, and got the first overall pick in the draft. And yes, you might think I set that up, but I did not. I somehow got the first overall pick in the draft. I don't know how the Saints got it, but apparently they did it. Apparently the Saints got the first overall draft pick in the, obviously it's the fantasy draft, not the actual NFL draft. But we got Patrick Mahomes. We also have T.Y. Hilton, Antonio Brown, who obviously I know what happened in that Jets game. But we have, like I said, Patrick Mahomes, T.Y. Hilton, Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, Rob Gronkowski. And then on defense, we have, Devin McCourty, Kevin McCourty, who I believe are brothers. We have Namatin Sue, who's on real life on the Buccaneers, I think. And yeah, so and we're also 11-0 too. And this the difficulty is on Pro, which is there's 4 difficulties here in Madden 22. It's Rookie, Pro, All Pro, and All Madden. I'm on Pro, and we're still 11-0. I don't know how I'm 11-0 in this series. I just because maybe it's a fantasy draft franchise. That's probably why. Because if I actually had the real Saints, first of all, Jameson Winston tore his ACL, and then Taysom Hill was starting. Also, I thought I heard from one of my friends at school that the Saints had 6 quarterbacks. I mean, this is not a fantasy draft franchise. The Saints would probably not be 11-0, but their defense is really good. Just the offense, obviously, they have Taysom Hill, which is decent. But obviously, Jameson Winston, their starting quarterback in Week 1, and they'll, I don't know he tore his ACL. I forgot when that was, but it was sometime during the season. But we're 11-0. The Cowboys are 5-6. Obviously, in real life, the Cowboys went 12-5. But remember, it's a fantasy draft franchise. Their top player for the Cowboys is Jair Alexander, who in real life is on the Packers, and probably coming back for the playoffs. But in this game, he's on the Cowboys. He's a 97 overall. Gotta watch him. He's 5'10", 196, 4 interceptions this season, 4 pass deflections, and he has 4 interceptions, 4 pass deflections, and 43 tackles. So you gotta watch him. Like I said, 97 overall. I believe he does have an X factor. And then we're 11-0. Buccaneers are 7-4. This is in the NFC South, the Saints division. We're 11-0. Buccaneers are 7-4. Panthers are 6-6, and the Falcons are 4-7. Cowboys have an 81 offense, 83 defense. Or the Cowboys have an 81 offense and 83 defense, and they are an 81 overall. On the other hand, for the Saints, we have an 83 offense, an 85 defense, and an 83 overall. So we're +2. For offense, defense, and overall. Let's see what happens. Let's look at the playoff picture really quickly, and then I'll show you what next episode of the series will be, which will be the last game of the regular season. Right now, the 1 seed in the AFC is the Steelers. 1 seed in the NFC is obviously the Saints. Right now, Cardinals are the 2, Washington's the 3, Bears are the 4, Buccaneers are the 5th seed, Eagles the 6th, Vikings the 7th. And then the AFC, like I said, the Steelers right now are the 1 seed. Remember, only the 1 seed in each conference gets the first round bye. Jets are the 2 seed. Titans are the 3. Chiefs are the 4. Browns are the 5. Ravens are the 6th seed, and the Texans are the 7th seed. Obviously, the Jets 2 seed. The reason they're the 2 seed is because it's a fantasy draft franchise. If this was not a fantasy draft franchise, they would not be in the playoffs probably. You never know. I mean, like in my Packers franchise, which is not a fantasy draft franchise, the Jaguars are in the playoffs. And so you never know, and obviously in this game, they have the Steelers as the 1 seed, but like I said, it's a fantasy draft franchise. And really, Steelers made it as the 7th seed, but got obliterated by the Steelers. Steelers made it to the playoffs since the Colts lost to the Jaguars in Week 18. And the Steelers made it to the playoffs as the 7th seed, but got obliterated by the Chiefs last night, or at least Sunday night. This video might be going up on Tuesday. I'm not exactly sure. I'm filming this on Monday right now, January 17th. Today is MLK Day. Today is MLK Day, so I have no school. That's why I'm filming right now. But let's look at our schedule quickly. I'll show you what, or I'm gonna tell you what day the next episode of this series will be. Like I said, was the last game of the regular season. Episode 1 of the series was the season opener against the Packers at home. We blew them up 45-12. I mean, their quarterback's Jalen Hurts for the Packers. And then second episode was Week 5 against the football team in D.C. or wherever that stadium is. It's not really in D.C. I think it's actually in Maryland. But we beat them 31-28 into a game-winning field goal with like 1 second left, or it was time expired. I can't remember, but I remember it was raining. That's why it was so close. And then the last episode was Week 9 against the Falcons, and we obliterated them at 35-7. And then you can see, I mean, Titans game 31-24 was close. Eagles 24-3 wasn't close. Bills 27-17 on Thanksgiving. That was the night game on Thanksgiving. 10 points. I mean, that's 2 scores. And obviously now we're playing the Cowboys here on Thursday Night Football in Week 13 at home. And then next episode of the series will be the Saints' last game of the regular season, which is their Week 18 game against the Falcons, but in Atlanta this time, because obviously we're in the same division, so the Saints will be playing the Falcons 2 times, once at home, once on the road, and this time here in Week 18, which is the Saints' last game of the regular season, which will be the next episode of the series, like I said, where we play the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Because it's the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, that's where the Saints play, and the Falcons play in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, or something, whatever it's called. But either way, next episode of the series will be the Saints Week 18 game, which is the last game of the regular season against the Falcons on the road. And between now and then, in Week 14, we play the Jets in New York, we play the Buccaneers in Tampa, we play the Dolphins at home, and then we play Week 14, we play the Jets in New York. Week 15, we play the Buccaneers in Tampa. Week 16, we play the Dolphins at home. Week 17, we play the Panthers at home. So, and that day against the Dolphins is on Monday Night Football, and the day against the Buccaneers is on Sunday Night Football. And then the other 2 games, the Jets game and the Panthers game, are both early games on Sunday at noon. And then the day against the Falcons in Week 18 is a noon game. So that will be on this episode of the series in this game. I'm not sure when it's going to open in real life, though. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later, but that will be on this episode of the series. Well, the next episode of the series will be the Saints' last game of the regular season, which is their Week 18 game against the Falcons in Atlanta. That's what the next episode of the series will be. I'm not sure when it's going to go up, though, like in real life. Now, coming back from injury is Lavonte David, who in real life is a Buccaneer, who just came back from injury for the Buccaneers. He's on the Buccaneers, and Lavonte David's on the Buccaneers, and he just came back from injury in real life for the playoffs. Now, let's get into the game. Right now, we're 11-0, they're 5-6. Let's get into it. Thursday prime time. We're 83 overall. They're in 81, like I said. Patrick Mahomes has bazooka, which adds, I think it's 10 to 15 yards to your throw. I forgot which one. Julio Jones has double me. Lavonte David has run stuffer. And then for the Cowboys, Jair Alexander has shutdown. They have Brian Burns, who's a left end. And then Ryan Tannehill, who's their quarterback. I forgot to say that. Well, they're just on there just because they have no other people. Or no other players that are superstars and or they have superstar X factors. Like Alexander is a superstar, or at least a superstar X factor. And obviously we have Mahomes, Jones, and David. Play Dalton Hance. Let's get into the game. No, hold on. I want to color rush. So color rush would be that's our color rush. So I'm at is this something like the white on? Is there a white top here? No, that's our color rush. That's it's both white, so that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna put no color rush. And then that's their home, and then there's no color rush. Current home uniforms for us, current away uniforms for the Cowboys. Let's get into the game right now. Cowboys at Saints on Thursday Night Football. We're 11-0, like I said, and the Cowboys are 5-6. It's not bad, but obviously not on a playoff spot right now. And I mean, they would have to they might be able to get one, but Alexander has 43 tackles and 4 interceptions, like I said. We have Brandon Graham. Mahomes, 16 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, just a tick over 2,800 yards. Jones, just under 1,000 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns, which doesn't seem like a lot. We have Antonio Brown, about 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, I think it said. Low touch of condition, Alan Roach. The Saints coach is Dash C. Obviously, in real life, it's Sean Payton, but I created a custom coach, which is Dash C, which you just saw right there. And then obviously the Cowboys coach, although it's a fantasy draft franchise, is still Mike McCarthy. Obviously, kind of failed well, for me last night in that game, the playoff dance and 49ers doing that last play where Prescott ran and then ran out of time. As we hit the ball first. We're on your way here at the Superdome, and that's returned from about the 2-yard line on number 24, and he's up to our own 36-yard line. 5 seconds into the game, 6-minute quarters, by the way, 6-minute quarters, and here comes Mahomes and the New Orleans offense. Like I said, 2,800 yards, just over it, 16 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, which interceptions 8, that's not that much, but it could be less, and 15 touchdowns only, and that means. Obviously, our running game didn't involve and all that good stuff. And then it showed the playoff picture right before this game started, but I didn't realize it showed it until I was already holding the yes button to skip it. The kickoff, which I did. So yeah, it just showed the 4 division winners, 2 wildcard teams, which in real life there's actually 3, and then the 4 teams in the hunt. And Jones didn't look for the ball, and then there's the Dallas player injured. It's McKinley. Yeah, it showed the 4 division leaders right now, 2 wildcard teams, although there's 3, but this game doesn't recognize that. There's actually 3, not 2, although it only showed 2, and then 4 teams in the hunt. But obviously EA can't fix that because, although they're a $1 million company, they can't fix that. Here's Mostert, who we know is a 49er, but isn't he out for the year? Speaking of the 49ers, they're playing the Packers in the divisional round playoff, or in the divisional round next weekend in real life. Steelers are 9-2 in this game. Niners are 3-8. Seahawks are 5-6. Here we go. Here's a halfback toss on 3rd and 2. Mostert, I believe, has got it. He needed to, and he got to. So Mostert, like I said, needed to, and he got to. First down, New Orleans. Our first down of the game. Colts are 3-9. Texans are 7-4. I just see at the bottom of the screen there on the scoreboard. There's a throw to Antonio Brown. 7 yards. Send it down 3. Detroit's 3-8, so even with the fantasy draft franchise, they're still bad. Eagles are 7-5. Jets are 8-3. Remember, this is Thursday Night Football. Here's Mostert on a halfback stretch. Broke a tackle. That's a first down. I believe that's 10 yards. First down, New Orleans. 8 yards after contact. Chargers are 3-8. Bengals are 4-7. They're not that good. Here we go. Here's Mahomes. Mahomes, throw it. One, not wide open. It's Jones, but he does catch it, and he's down at the 2. As number 2 is down at the 2. First down and goal, New Orleans. I said wide open. He wasn't wide open, but he was open, made the catch. And Julio Jones is number 2. Gets to the 2. First and goal. There's a run at the middle. Mostert! And he got nothing. Maybe a yard, 18 rushes, 77 yards, and 2 touchdowns last week. And he has a total of 17 rushing touchdowns this year, so that's why Mahomes only has 16 passing touchdowns. Because Mostert has 17 rushing touchdowns, while Mahomes only has 16 passing touchdowns. Set in and goal. Fullback done, and the fullback's in. That's Colin Juszczyk. Touchdown, New Orleans. Who Colin Juszczyk in real life is the fullback for the 49ers. So we have in the Saints franchise, we have in real life the 49ers running back Raheem Mostert and then the 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk, which in real life isn't Mostert for the year. But Kyle Juszczyk, I believe, is not out. He's still in the Niners, and I believe he's not injured and he's still playing. I'm not sure. 7-0 in New Orleans as we drove 65 yards in just over 3 minutes. 2:43 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 in New Orleans as we strike first here on Thursday Night Football. No wins because obviously we're indoors. Here's a tip by Justin Tucker. one of the best kickers in the NFL, holds the record for the longest field goal in NFL history. Set it in week 3 of the real-life 2021 season in Detroit with a 66-yard game-winning field goal as time expired. He hit a 66-yard field goal. Justin Tucker did as time expired in week 3 against Detroit, or the Detroit Lions in Detroit. 2,600 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions for Ryan Tannehill, who in real life is a tight end, but obviously finished our franchise. He's a cowboy in this series. Like I said, 2,600 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions, and his team's one game under 500. Here we go. From the 25, 2:43 down the first quarter, 7-0 in New Orleans. First throw for Tannehill is caught by number 80, 8 yards. It's O.J. Howard, I think he said, the tight end. Yeah, O.J. Howard, 8 yards. Send him down to him. Cardinals are 8-3, so they're still pretty good here in the series. Wide open is number 12. What a move by number 12. That is, well, like, I'm not sure how many yards that. I think that was. I'm not sure who that was. Laundry. First and 10 for Dallas, so they're on 48-yard line. Their coach, all this is the fantasy franchise, is still Mike McCarthy, the former Green Bay coach. Here we go. That ball is caught. The tackle on the tight end. He got 5, or 6, sent it down at 4. 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. And now they're all running. I believe that's Tony Pollard, who actually in real life is a Dallas Cowboy. That is Tony Pollard, who in real life, obviously, is their set-in string running back, because obviously in real life they have Ezekiel Elliott. But in this game, Tony Pollard's still on the Cowboys, despite being a finisher franchise, and I believe Tony Pollard's their top running back. And here's Pollard again on 3rd and 2, and he is a yard short. Now it's 4th down, and they're probably not going to go for it. There's 30 seconds to go. I doubt they're kicking it. If it is, it'll be a long field goal from here. And they are kicking it. It's from 60 yards from the midfield stripe for whoever their kicker is. I have no idea who their kicker is. They're kicking it, and that ball is short by like 7 yards or something. It was from 60 yards. It was being kicked from the midfield stripe, or the 50-yard line, which would be a 60-yard field goal, because obviously you add the 10 yards in the end zone. So it was a 60-yard field goal from midfield, and it's well short. Not well short, but it is short by, I would say, like, at least 5 yards. Maybe like 5. It's short by at least 5 yards, maybe like 7 or 8 yards. As we take the ball, the Saints do it at midfield, where they kick it. We did the ball. The defense does. If the offense hits the field goal and misses it, regardless of what down it is, if the offense misses the field goal, the defense hits the ball where the offense kicked the ball. So it's 1st and 10 New Orleans at midfield, probably the last play of the quarter. And here's a throw, wide open is Antonio Brown, and he's down to the Dallas 25-yard line with 1 quarter of play here in New Orleans. The score is 7-0 Saints, and the Saints are on the move. 10 yards around for the catch. Surprising that you kicked that, because I saw in my not Dallas Stars, but my Green Bay Packers Madden 22 franchise, the last episode of that series, which was last video on this channel. If you haven't seen that yet, there'll be a link to that video in the description below. The CPU tried to take a 59-yard field goal and missed it short, and here CPU tried to take the CPU tried to take a 59-yard field goal and was short, and here the CPU tried to take a 60-yard field goal, and that was short as well. Here we go. And here's a run by Mostert, first play of the second quarter. Mostert, big hole, down to the 7. 1st and goal, New Orleans. 5 rushes, 39 yards for Mostert already. And 1st and goal, New Orleans at the 7-yard line of Dallas. Mahomes is in the zone, which means he has bazooka. And he's gonna run, or he's gonna pass it, or he's trying to throw it to the end zone. Caught by Jones. Touchdown, Saints. As the Saints lead by 13. First receiving touchdown of the game for Jones. His 4th touchdown of the year only. And obviously this is our 12th game. But it's now 13-0 in New Orleans, pending the extra point by Tucker. And the holder is our backup quarterback, Tyrod Taylor. 50 yards, 3 plays, 44 seconds long, 14-0 in New Orleans. With 5:25 they do in the first half. And remember, the Cowboys did the ball after halftime, though. And that will be in the middle of the end zone, and that will be Need in the end zone. I assume it will be touchback. 1st and 10 Dallas at their own 25-yard line. Down 13-0 after, or down 14-0 after they took the 60-yard field goal last time and missed it by At least 5 yards, I would say. Maybe 6 or 7. Maybe 8. I don't know. And I have to halfback toss to the left, and what a play! What a play! As Pollard lost 5 yards. Had to have a play by, I wasn't using that down to the very end, but lost a 5. Halfback toss to the left. And lost 5 yards, send it down to 59. Tannehill's going to throw it, or at least try to. And wide open is Pollard. I ran the wrong way because I was trying to use the guy on the right, use the guy on the left. 4 for 4, 40 yards for Tannehill, and they got 12, so now it's 3rd and short, 3rd and 3. Here we go, 3rd and 3, here's a throw, and it's caught. First down, Dallas. It was 2nd and 15, then it was 3rd and 3, and now it's first down. That was O.J. Howard, their tight end. There's a run by Pollard, and Pollard will get the first down. Big hole to the New Orleans 49-yard line, first down, Dallas. 4 rushes, 10 yards for Pollard, averaging 2.5 yards per carry. 3:30 to go in the first half, 14-0 in New Orleans. Dallas with the ball now, and it's ball out. Here's a halfback stretch. Their signature running back, and number 22, who is Anna Harris. I think it's Najee Harris. Who really is on the, I forgot what team he's on. Might be I forgot what team he's on. But it's Najee Harris, I believe. 7 down and 1. He got 9 there, and there's a penalty. And they're on a false start on the offense, so it's going to be from 2nd and 1 to 2nd and 6 from our 45-yard line. 2nd and 6 for Dallas at the New Orleans 45-yard line. 2:55 to go in the first half. Here we go, and here's a throw wide open, and number 8 had dove by Howard, and Howard has about 3 or 4 catches. Tannehill 6 for 6, 60 yards. First down, Dallas at the New Orleans 33-yard line. And play action, absolutely no pressure, and he'll shut it in the double coverage in the end zone, and that was almost caught. It's a questionable decision to throw that because it was double coverage in the end zone. We had also all day to throw it. Send it down 10-14 to play in the first half. Here we go. We don't get pressure. Here's a throw, and it's caught by number 84. He might be a yard short, or maybe less than a yard. It's 3rd and inches now. 2-minute warning. 14-0 in New Orleans, but Dallas is on the move. 3rd and inches. 3rd and less than a foot for Dallas. From R23, 2 minutes to go. And 2 receivers left, 2 right. Plus Pollard in the backfield. That's like a slant caught by number 84. Tannehill 8 for 9, 81 yards. 1st and 10, Dallas at our 12-yard line. 1:40 to play on town, and both teams have all 3 timeouts. Dallas with the ball out there. Here we go. Here's a throw. That ball is caught. Good tackle. Got 2, 7 and 8 from the 10. And they're not huddle up. No hurry up here. Howard 4 receptions, 30 yards. Here we go. Here we go. Here's a throw. It's a screen. It's a screen to Pollard. And Pollard might have the first down. And he did. Not a touchdown though. 1st and goal from the 2 with 1 minute to play. Now, Dallas wasted like 15 seconds, and then they call a timeout. 1st and goal, Dallas at the 2-yard line, the Saints 2-yard line, as Dallas uses their first timeout. Here we go. Here we go. Halfback toss to the right, and wide open is the field as Harris wants into the end zone untouched, and Dallas is within 8. Or they're within a score. It's now 14-6. It'll be 14-7 if the kicker can make the extra point, which it should, whoever number 2 is. And Santos, which I believe in real life he's the Bears kicker. Obviously, he missed a 60-yard field goal earlier, but the extra point is only 33 yards, which is just under half of what 60 yards is. That was really confusing. But either way, it's touchdown, 14-7. Here's a kick return by number 24 for the Saints at the 1-yard line. It's a flag. And usually on a kickoff, it's a Leo Bogdan in the back or Holden, and this one's Holden on the receiving team, right? It is on number 86, one of our tight ends, who's out there on the kickoff team. And that's how bad this up to our own 21-yard line. 1st and 10, New Orleans at our own 21-yard line. 50 seconds to play in the first half. We have all 3 timeouts in 51 seconds, or in 50 seconds rather. And remember, we're up by 7, but the Cowboys did ball for halftime. Here we go. Here we go. And he's going to throw it. What a throw by Mahomes. First down, New Orleans at the 40-yard line. 41 seconds to play. Timeout number 1 used by the Saints. What a throw. Here we go. Here's Mahomes. And here's a throw. That ball is caught. And by the way, if you haven't seen Grant yet, I'll tell you in a second. Our tight end, or our first-round tight end, is Rob Gronkowski, but he's not playing this game. He did like 2 or 3 games ago. He broke his ribs, and he's supposed to come back next week in Week 14. But he's our first-round tight end, but he's not playing because he broke his ribs in like 2 or 3 games ago. That ball was inaccurate because of the pressure and should have been picked off as it was dropped by the Dallas defender. Probably would have been a pick six if he caught it, or if he intercepted it. Just 7-10 for Dallas, or for New Orleans at Dallas' 36-yard line. 30 seconds to play. We have 1 timeout left. Here we go. Here's a throw. That ball is dropped. Catch it. I mean, how do you not catch that? Now it's 3rd down. It wouldn't be a dimmy from here. It would be like a 55-yarder from here. Gotta make sure you. That's why there's a reason why I got Tucker, but also you gotta make sure you don't get sacked or anything here, or don't throw a pick or anything. Here we go. Here we go. He's gonna throw it, and it's caught. Jones with the defender on his back. He makes the catch down to the 6. First and only New Orleans. 18 seconds to play as we call our final timeout of the half. Now we got it in the end zone, because if you're not going balance, you have to hurry up and spike it. First and goal from the 6, trying to get in the end zone here, or at least get 3. Here we go. And Mahomes looking for someone, and he's going to roll out, and he stays in bounds. Darn it. Spiked it. Oh, I spiked it too late, and I pulled the Dallas Cowboy. I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys on the last night in real life, or last night, or at least for me in real life, where they didn't have proper clock management, and there I didn't, as Mahomes spiked it right after the clock showed, literally like a second after time ran out. So we don't score. That's my bad. 14-7. New Orleans at halftime. And the Cowboys didn't ball for halftime. And let's listen to the rest. Let's listen to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ravens at Steelers. First one was Buccaneers at Falcons. They showed, and now it's Ravens at Steelers. That's it. Sunday Night Football. Niners at Seahawks. Lumen Field. Yeah, that was my bad. I thought I was able to cut the corner and score there, but unfortunately to not. We don't score, and we don't get the ball, and the Cowboys get the ball. Let's start second half. Only down 7. We could be up by at least 10 if we actually hit 3, but we were out of timeouts. Tried to spike it. He did. Mahomes did spike the football, but it was literally a second after time ran out. That'll be a touchback. First and 10 down, so they're on 25-yard line. Down 7 as we beat in the second half here on Thursday Night Football. I did pull a Dallas Cowboy. I'm talking about how Dallas Cowboys had poor clock management at the end of their 49ers playoff, or against with their I pulled a Dallas Cowboy, which means I have proper or poor clock management like the Cowboys did like the Cowboys had in their playoff game against the Niners. At least for me last night. No pressure. Flag is down. And I believe it's caught, but that should be a hold-in offense, right? No, they're calling roughing the. That's roughing someone. So roughing the passer on the Tomlinson Sue. So that will add 15 yards. I can't speak. That will add 15 yards from the end of the run. So they're up to their own 47-yard line. 45 seconds into the third quarter and counting. First and 10 Dallas at their own 47-yard line. Out the middle. Pollard got knocked into tomorrow, but he holds on to the ball. Third down over number 35. That's Jackson. Loss of 1, sending down at 11. Pollard got it. Hit in the tomorrow, but he held onto the ball. Here we go, and Pollard's going to be run again, and he got stuffed again. Pollard lost another yard, or number 2 yards. That was Sue, 13 tackle for a loss this year. Obviously, he was the one that had that roughing the passer, but he makes up for it right there. 3rd and 13 for Dallas at their own 45-yard line. They needed it to our 43-yard line for a first. Here we go. Here's a throw. That ball is caught, and he's close. He might be a yard short. He is a yard short. I doubt they're going to take the field. They're probably not going to go for it. They're probably going for it. They are going for it, so they're not taking it this time. 4th and a yard. Here we go. And they're passing it. Quick throw, and it's broken up. Only a second incompletion for Tannehill. 10 receivers, Laundry, or I think that's how you pronounce his name. As we take over, the Saints do at their own 44-yard line, still up 7-0. Great play by the defense. President run it there. And here we go, Mahomes will throw it into the crowd. What a catch by Jones as he mossed Alexander. Alexander was the one that tried to come over and break it up. It wasn't the person on Jones, but it was the person who came over to try to break it up. But he cannot. Jones made the catch down to the Saints, or down to the Cowboys' 19-yard line. Here's a fullback dive. You said that touchdown earlier, and he has like what, 6 yards here. Set it out, yes, 6 yards. Send it down at 4. Here we go. Play action. Bootleg. Looking for someone, and he's gonna throw it, and that ball is dropped by Brown, or that might have been, it was by someone. Now it's 3rd and 4. Here we go, 3rd and 4. A little bit of a boot. Here we go, throw, and they were thrown, and it's broken up. That was, I believe Alexander was one of the people there. One of the players. Now it's 4th down. McCarthy's up, or celebrating. It's a 30-yard field goal. I'm going to take this because be up by 2 scores. Tucker 30 yards from the right house. This is basically a gimme, especially if there's no wind. Especially because there's no wind, and because Tucker is one of the best hitters in the NFL. And the tit is right down Broadway. And the Saints lead 17-7, 2:29 to go in the 3rd quarter. New Orleans as we're up by 10, which is 2 scores. With 17-7 New Orleans, we're up by 10, which is 2 scores. With 2:29 to play in the 3rd quarter, and that is a touchback as he needs it in the end zone. 1st and 10 Dallas at their own 25-yard line, down 10 with about a quarter and a half to play. Here we go, and that's about a half-back stretch, and Harris, which actually might be their primary or their first-string running back, with Pollard being their second-string running back. Either way, Harris and Pollard are running backs, and he got a first down there. I believe he got 10 yards, exactly, 10 yards. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, 17-7 New Orleans. 1st and 10 for Dallas at their own 25-yard line. Here's a run by Harris, which I believe is their first-string running back, because he only has 4 carries, but either way, the running backs are Harris and Pollard. Here we go, a consecutive runs worth of what? 10 yards and then 11 yards. Dallas almost at midfield here at their own 46-yard line, and 3rd play, 3rd run for Harris. Finally, we stop him. He only got 4 or 3, sending down 7 from midfield. 1 minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Here we go. It's a run, and this is their fullback, and I don't know why he didn't go forward. If he went forward, it would have been a first down, and there's an injury. I believe that's an offensive line for Dallas. He did not get the first down. I don't know why he didn't move forward, but he didn't. Now it's 3rd and 1 from the 44, our 44. 50 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Huge 3rd down here. If they don't get this, they're probably going for it. And here's a run. Harris is bottled up. My goodness. Sue again. His 10th tackle for a loss this year. And now looks like they're punting. Watch the fake though. So they lost a yard. They went for it last time, 4th and 1. This time it's 4th and 2. They're punting it, at least right now. And they are not faking it. It's angled towards the sideline and will go out of bounds. Whoa, that's a horrendous punt. It's spotted at the 30-yard line. That's not a good punt because that's only a 16-yard punt. Because that's only a 16-yard punt because they had the ball at our 46. And it's obviously from the punt is from where not where he punts it from. It's from the line of scrimmage. It's only a 16-yard punt. So I mean, that really didn't make a difference if you went for it on that. or if you punt it, here's a throw, and what a hit by 21, which wasn't Alexander. Alexander's, I believe, 23. Setting down at 10 now. 14 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here we go. Here's Mostert, and he will get 4. 8 seconds to, he got 5. 3rd and 5 now. It'll be a huge third down. Start the fourth quarter. 17-7 New Orleans. And they have also 17-7 New Orleans with them having the ball. The Saints do, obviously. 17-7 New Orleans after 3 quarters of play here on Thursday Night Football. Here we go. We scored 7 points in the first and second quarter. Saints only scored 3 in the second. The Saints scored 7 points in the first quarter and the second quarter, and then we scored only 3 points. The Saints did, and then the Saints only scored 3 points in the third quarter, while the Cowboys scored their 7 points. Their only touchdown in the second quarter. Here we go. Huge third down here. There's a throw. That ball is caught wide open as 84, which I believe is Cameron Brate. First down, New Orleans to the Dallas 36. Huge third down to pick it up. He does a touchdown and a PAT. It will make it a 3-score game. And remember, there's only 5.5 minutes to go in the game. And we're still up by 10. That is Brate, Cameron Brate. Here we go. And now, Mahomes almost got sacked. Luckily, that wasn't a fumble or a sack. Instead, it's an incompletion. Setting down at 10. Here we go, and now it's Mostert. Mostert! And he's down to the Dallas 22. First down and 10. Five minutes to go. First and 10 New Orleans at the Dallas 22. The New Orleans already up by 10. Trying to be up by 3 scores. Here's Mostert! And it's in! Touchdown! New Orleans! And we're up by... what? 16? 16. Yeah, we're up by 16. And PAT away from being up by 17, which is 3 scores. And the extra point by Tucker is right down the middle. And the Saints lead by 17 at 24-7, which is 3 scores. And that should be your data right there, because we're up by 3 scores and there's only 4:52 to play. Cowboys get the ball back. Down 17, which is 3 scores at 24-7. And that will be a touchback. And there's a throw, and it's picked off! Picked off by number 25. Tannehill's the only guy to beat, and he beats him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Pitt sits for Harris. 3rd interception this season, and this one's for 6. 30-7, New Orleans. Pitt sits by Harris. Tannehill was the only guy to beat, and he beat him. First turnover of the game for Dallas or either team. Extra point by Tucker is right down the middle, and the Saints lead 31-7. That's your dagger right there. I think that touchdown made it 24-7 was your dagger, but that's definitely your dagger, as we're now up by, I think, what, 31? Yeah, no, not 31. We're up by, we're up 31-7, which, Saints are up by 24 at 31-7, and there's only 4:46 to go in the game. 24 is still 3 scores, but they're not, which is 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point diversions, and that will be another touchback. Cowboys need 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point diversions in 4 minutes and 46 seconds. And obviously, probably they need at least 1 onside kick recovery, maybe 2. But I think that interception, especially that touchdown that made it 24-7, and especially that Pitt sits, definitely that Pitt sits was your dagger. Here we go, and they'll obviously be probably throwing it here. Throwing into double coverage, broken up, send it down. Montana held 12 for 16, 106 yards, and an interception. And obviously the Cowboys' only touchdown was a rushing touchdown, I believe, by Harris. Here we go, it's a screen, and really no blockers in front, and Harris only got 4. Yeah, takeaways season ranked in 1. So apparently we're first in takeaways, and we got 1 today. So that's good. I mean, defense wins championships. Apparently we're ranked first in takeaways, or our defense is ranked first in takeaways, and apparently I didn't know that until just then. Here's another screen, and now a foot race down the sideline. Harris is out of bounds. R49, 4:01 to play. 27 yards run after the catch. But apparently, our season rank, or apparently here we go. Plenty of time to throw, and my goodness, that's a into play. But like I said, apparently our defense is ranked first in takeaways. I didn't know that until just then, and apparently our defense is ranked, or the Saints defense is ranked first in takeaways. And today, or in this game, we have one takeaway, which is a pick six by Harris. Here we are, the throw. It's caught by number 83 down to the 36 of the Saints. 3:45 to go in the game in town, and not no hurry up or anything. That was Boyd. 3:30 to play. They're down by 24, which is still 3 scores. There's only 3.5 minutes to go. Here we go. And there's a throw. That ball is caught, and the die has got a bounce at R23, 1st and 10 Dallas. I don't think we've had a single sack in this game. Obviously, we had the pick six, but I believe that our defense hasn't had a sack yet. Here we go. There's a throw over the middle. It's caught by number 83, and he's down to the 7, the 8 rather. 1st and goal, Dallas. Three minutes to go. We're up by 24. Here we go. They're running up the gut, and he got no gain, and there's an injured Saints player, Griffin, and he's holding his shoulder. Sending it over from the 8, 2:46 to play. Here we go, halfback toss to the right, and that completely got blown up. Harris lost 2. It's now 3rd and goal with 2:40 to play. Surprised not passing it, trying to pass it in, but trying to run it. There's only 2:20 to the go. There's game's already over, or will be in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 3rd and goal from the 10 now, and they're running it on 3rd and goal. Harris down after the 8. Now it's 4th and goal. I don't know what this is. I don't know why they're now running it. Torn Labram is the guy who had the that's Griffin. So now we have to have Hader in as a backup. Here we go. 2-minute warning. 31-7 New Orleans. It's 4th and goal from the 10, or 4th and goal from the 8 for Dallas. Here we go, 4th and goal from the 8 for Dallas. 2 minutes to go. Dallas is down by 24. Here we go, 4th and goal. For any hope to stay alive, throw! He almost caught that, but he does not. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10 New Orleans at around 8. As we make the stop, and Dallas turns the ball over on downs. And here's a run by Moster, and he's up to the 12-yard line. Dallas don't call any timeouts or anything like that because McCarthy and the Cowboys know it's over. 7 down and 6. As we'll move the Saints will move to 12-0, and the Cowboys will fall to 5-7. And there's Moster. He got a 1st down. Here we go. Here's Moster. And he got another, or he's close to a 1st down. He has 11 rushes, 100 yards exactly on 1 touchdown. 2nd in inches. Trying to get him over 100 yards. Or, well, he's at 100 yards, but trying to get him over 100 yards. And he does get that. 1st down. And that, I don't have to do another play. He gets 4 yards. He has 12 rushes, 104 yards, and a touchdown. As here we go, and now this is Le'Veon Bell, who's our 2nd-string running back. That is Le'Veon Bell, our 2nd-string running back. He did his first carry in the final half a minute of the game, and he did, what, like 12 yards? But yeah, like I said, Le'Veon Bell is a 2nd-string running back. He did his first rushing attempt in the final half a minute of the game, or in the final minute of the game. He did his first rushing attempt. Le'Veon Bell did it, who, like I said, is our 2nd-string running back. Our 2nd-string running back is Le'Veon Bell, and he got his first rushing attempt in the final minute of the game, and he got, what, 12 yards or whatever. That is your game. The Saints beat the Cowboys 31-7 here on Thursday Night Football at the Superdome, as the Saints move to 12-0, and Cowboys fall to 5-7. Heck of a game. Obviously, had more points, more passing yards, more rushing yards. Average 10.5 yards per play, and obviously that one takeaway, which is a pick six by Harris. As the Saints move to 12-0, and the Cowboys fall at 5-7. I don't know. Well, Jets are actually pretty good in this game.
Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm gonna just listen to the announcer who we play next week and who the Cowboys play. But like I said, well, the Cowboys go to Washington to play the football team, and then we play the Jets in New York. But obviously, each of these teams get 10 days off because obviously this is a Thursday night football. Because obviously this is Thursday night football. As head of a game, like I said, next episode of the series will be the Saints Week 18 game, which is the last game of the regular season against the Atlanta Falcons on the road. And by then, we might already clinch the 1 seed, and we might be 17-0. You never know. Or we might be 16-0 by then. Going into Week 18, which is our 17th game of the year. We might be 16-0 and already clinch the 1 seed. And even if we're not 16-0, we'll probably be already clinched the 1 seed at that point, probably. Unless somehow we don't have like a losing streak. And even if we do, I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but hopefully we can finish undefeated or at least get the 1 seed. Or if we don't finish undefeated, hopefully we at least get the 1 seed so we get the first round bye or a first round bye. There's only 2 first round byes, 1 in each conference, or there's only the 1 seed in each conference gets a first round bye. It used to be the first and second seed who gets a first round bye in the 2019 season. That was last year. There was 6 teams that made the playoffs and top 2 teams. The first seed and the excuse me. It used to be the 1 and 2 seeds, the 1 seed and the 2 seed. There used to be in 2019 and before 6 teams that made the playoffs. The first seed and the second seed would get a first round bye. Now it's 7 teams that made the playoffs, or now it's 7 teams that now it's 7 teams that made the playoffs, and only the 1 seed gets a first round bye. As Mahomes 214 yards and 1 touchdown, and then Tannehill 173 yards, no touchdowns, and obviously had that 1 interception, which is the pick six by Harris. That kind of was the dagger, but obviously. We won 31-7. Good job by this defense. Apparently, like I said, was ranked first in takeaways, and they got 1 today, which is a pick six by Harris. Mahomes, only 214 yards and 1 touchdown, but no picks. Moster, 12 carries, 104 yards. Jones, 4 receptions, 109 yards, and then Brown, 3 receptions, 51 yards. End of a game, as the Saints move to 12-0, and the Cowboys fall to 5-7. Next video on this channel will most likely be the next episode of my Minnesota Twins Custom Franchise, which that series is over and it will be the show 20. So like I said, next video on this channel will most likely be the next episode of my Minnesota Twins Custom Franchise over and it will be the show 20. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Depends when this video is going up, but either way, have a great rest of your day, great week this week, and yeah. Just have a great rest of your day and great week this week because just have a great rest of your day and great week this week. And hey, wish me a good week too. That's I'm in school. But also, people work too. But yeah, just have a great rest of your day and a great rest of the week. Under someone close the board. Okay, that's someone close the board. If you have subscribe the like button, subscribe if you have any. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, and social friends, or okay, that's someone close the board. If you have subscribe the like button, subscribe if you have any. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, and social friends. Yeah, I can't talk. No, I can't. I really cannot talk right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that's someone close the board. If you have subscribe the like button. Subscribe if you have any. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, adults, pets, friends about these videos. I'm gonna see you in episode number 5 of this New Orleans Saints Madden 22 Finish Our Franchise Series. Episode number 5. And eat a lot of bacon and go Saints.